Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic, and today we are playing Brawl with Yarok the Desecrated. So Yarok, 5 mana cost, 3/5, Death Touch, Lifelink, Elemental, Horror. I didn't even know, I forgot about the horror part of it, but if a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. So we're just trying to play a lot of things that will have extra ETB effects that are just good value cards by themselves with some good synergies and stuff. So like if Overwhelm the Apprentice enters the battlefield with Yarok on the battlefield, it'll put the top 4 cards of the library. It'll trigger twice. So we'll put 2 cards and then 2 cards again, and then we get to scry 2 and then scry 2 again. And so Overwhelm the Apprentice was like a good example of that, where it's kind of meh otherwise, but it gets a little bit better with Yarok. It's a good early game play for what we're trying to do anyway, because it's a good blocker. We get to scry 2, dig for better stuff, hit our land bases, all that kind of stuff. So really what we're trying to do is we're just playing a lot of good value town type of things that have ETB type of effects or are just really good anyway. Risen Reef is probably like our main value. Like it's probably the best card that we have in the deck that we can just kind of go off because we have lots of other elementals in here. I did bring in like Healer of the Glade, which is good by itself, but if we do have Yarok, Risen Reef, all of a sudden it's doing extra things as well. So that's kind of the dream of this deck, is kind of go off with that. Also, the Great Henge does cause things entering to trigger as well, which is really good. And we're just playing lots of fun stuff with this. Golgari Finebroker, also an ETB effect. There's just some really fun things we can do with this. So let's go ahead and get into the gameplay, see how it does for us, and wish me luck. Deck list is down in the description below as well. All right, up against Manuel Lombardi, and we're up against Domri, which I'm trying to remember which Domri that is. We'll see in a bit, I guess. Oh man, not having any blue mana for this Overwhelmed Apprentice or Risen Reef or anything else in our hand. But man, that's a great hand if we get it. I think we have to mulligan without a guaranteed blue mana. This will work. We're gonna go ahead and keep this. It was a free mulligan, right? So, okay, Swamp. So it's the Domri Anarch of Bolas, which is an interesting one, and it is actually very good. So let's go ahead and Burglar at. Make them discard some stuffs. And we have 5 mana, so we can get to our Yarok. And then Cavalier of Thorns is pretty nice. Kind of. We get lots of lands on the battlefield, but we also mill ourselves 10 that way. But if it dies, we at least get some value too. Cavalier of Night is also interesting with this. Let's go ahead and put that. Swing in with Burglar Rat. Not playing a creature means they can't just straight up kill our Burglar Rat right away, so at least that will be okay. I'd like to hit stuff that's not just 5 or 6 drops, so that would be nice. As good as they are, it would be nice. All right, another 6 drop, perfect. That's what we wanted. That's, you guys heard me right? That's what I said I wanted, right? Perfect. If we do get to keep the Yarok around, it'll be really nice. Although all of these ones don't really have a lot of effects. So Cavalier of Night, the interesting thing is so it says you may, when it enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice another creature. When you do it, destroy target creature. So we can basically sack 2, kill 2, but it's not a necessary thing. Let's go ahead and hit Domri again. We don't really care to go face necessarily right now. This lets us kill them if they don't play a creature here. I'm guessing with Rhythm of the Wild though. Maybe they're stuck on a lot of expensive stuff too. I'm surprised they got rid of a land when they've been kind of stuck on lands now, when we made them discard. Domri is good ramp, and they do, okay, Bone Crusher Giant and something else, I'm sure. Righto. Command Zone, not into exile. I wish they would just have put command up on the top one there or something, just make it a little bit more natural. And we can't play anything else but the Dungeon Geist now, can we? I could do this X3, which is kind of meh. It gets us a chance for a land, I guess. That's really not great though for what we're looking for here. Nissa's nice. Nissa is nice. It lets us kill Domri next turn. So yeah, that's good.
We won't answer to other guilds.
A Beast Whisperer becomes a 3/3, 4/4. Red presence would be nice. Let's actually... No. Let's go Dungeon Geist here. Tap down the Beast Whisperer, which doesn't really help a ton, but we at least get to kill Domri real quick. Which means they could have fought here, but... yeah, if they have Lamb Domri, they can kill our Dungeon Geist. But then they lose Domri again, which I'm not sure they really care about. Okay, Hellkite. Okay, let's go Liliana.
This isn't your
Each player
average
sacrifices
zombie
creatures,
From battle to
Dungeon Geist and Burglar Rat. Draw 2 cards.
death. I'll find a use for you.
Swing on in. Pass the turn. All right, well, if we get to keep Liliana alive, I'm kind of doubting that's the case. Cavalier of Thorns lets it bring it back to the top of the library if it dies, though. So, I mean, we have some plays here. We also might just want to go for, like, Garruk here. Boo Hiss. Giving it haste. Interesting. Yep, kills Liliana with Questing Beast. We are going to Cavalier.
Death won't conquer me so easily.
So let's go Forest. Oh, we don't have 3 black, do we? I'm going to play Garruk. I'm just debating if I want to play anything else. Okay, let's go Gilded Goosey. Resolve. Wellborn Preserver is also interesting, but Garruk is the best here. Destroy Questing Beast. Keep back Hydra Krasis as a blocker for this. No attacks. Pass the turn. Domri can come down, kill this, but then they also lose Bone Crusher Giant. But they could probably then haste in something else. They only have 5 mana. Or this costs 5 mana, so they'd only have 2 left. And we have a blocker. So next turn we also get Yarok back, which I'm not sure is necessarily worthwhile yet. We might want more, like something we can play on the same turn. Zerta. Gabo. The Gabo Boblin. Domri's Ambush, really good for them. That's annoying. All right. Cavalier of Night might come in to kill this Bone Crusher Giant. We'll probably just let this die. Well, we will let it die.
Remember, you reap what you sow.
We can use Gilded Goose to actually bring out Cavalier of Night as well. Oh, there we go. That's nice. We have enough mana here, so Wildborn Preserver, resolve. Wicked Wolf. Take action, bring it up to 1. Oh, wait, don't resolve. I almost did. Okay, sack the food. Kill the giant. Let's see, what do they have in hand? Legion War Boss. Where is that? Is that an exile that they can play or something? And no attacks. Oh, light up the stage. Yeah, that's interesting that they put it in the same place as Domri. I guess it's better than having like multiple places for it all to go.
Just call me scrawny.
All right, so they can kill Wicked Wolf here or the Wellborn Preserver. Yeah, that's fine. Wellborn Preserver definitely would have gotten out of hand. Legion War Boss gonna be annoying here. They get to bring it in with haste and immediately mentor something. All right, that's fine too. That is annoying though. Yeah, no blocks. Massacre Girl. Let's play Nissa. I don't have anything else in blue I care about, right? Okay, yeah. Play Nissa. We get to play Dread Presence this way as well if we wanted to. Actually, we can play quite a few things, can't we? Let's go ahead and untap an island.
The land fights for us.
Swing at Domri. They may just let Domri go. I think they have enough mana for it to come back. Let's offer the island. If they want to trade off, we're totally fine with that. Yeah, so Domri dies. Legion War Boss is going to be annoying. We get to Cavalier of Dawn on the next turn. Let's go ahead and... Dread Presence is pretty good here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we'd want. Cavalier of Thorns, maybe. We get another land out of it, which is nice. Castle Locked-Wing is good. A lot of stuff goes to the graveyard, though. But they also can't really kill Cavalier of Thorns for a while now. We don't have land to make Wicked Wolf indestructible anymore. And opponents keeps it up. All right, perfect. Yeah, I think that at that point we just had so much value. They would have had to kill Nissa. They can't kill the Cavalier of Thorns. There was a lot of stuff that just went really well there, really right. All right, up against Ted Walnuts, and Torbran is the commander, which is brilliant. This is going to be terrifying. Oh, man. We have turn 2 Burglar Rat into a possible turn 3 Oko. It's a free mulligan. I think we can get better than that. Now we need to mulligan for realsies, though. Yeah, this we can keep. And I think we drop Agent of Treachery. Izoni is probably better in our hand. It's 6 instead of 7. That's the main thing. Yeah, this is going to be better. I'm going to go ahead and put Temple of Mystery now. Witching Well. Witching Well's good. Yeah, we can do that. Because next turn we can Cauldron Familiar, Witching Well, Scry 2. We get some card draw later on. And then we Voracious Hydra this later. So yeah, Cauldron Familiar. Gain some life. Witching Well. Wicked Wolf. Land. We want 2 lands out of this. We want them, but not the same color. I'll keep 1. We need some blue and black mana in this as well if you want to get to Izini. That would get us to Yarok, which is nice. Okay, no blocks. Maybe killing this guy would have been worthwhile, though, with Torbran coming down next turn. Dang, man, X1 is not enough, is it? We can put double counters onto it. So we have a blocker for Legion War Boss. It's like all that we've got, isn't it? We just had a slow start with this one. Double the counters, no attacks. Torbran coming down this turn, which is so good. It does 2 extra damage. We could kill Runaway Steamkin, but not getting rid of these guys is really bad. Let's just go ahead and kill one of these. Take our beats for a turn. Wicked Wolf can kill Legion War Boss. Healer of the Glade is meh. Man, if we had food, this would be great, but we can't kill Torbran right now. I think killing Legion War Boss is a must, though. And now we just hope and pray. Sarkin, okay. Alright. I see what's going down. Dude, oh man, Sarkin the Masterless, every time a dragon does damage to our stuff, it does 2 additional damage. That's so good with Torbran. I may end up blocking Steamkin just so they can't use their mana, but it doesn't really help us a ton. We'll go ahead and block, though. It's the most damage dealt. Okay, Healer of the Glade. Gain some life. Fibblethip. Temple of Milady. That gives us Eyes and Eye. But we're just dead to this dragon before long. But if we do block with these guys, which we will, it creates even more stuff for us. Yeah, that's... I think that's game. We can block the 2 big guys. Oh, just kidding. Oh, now she can do it, man. Yeah, really good. I'm pretty sure we're dead, but we'll go ahead and block for the fun of it. Yep, that's a little bit dead. Torbran, pretty good. I was gonna do a Krenko one at some point. A Krenko Brawl deck, just because Krenko's still my favorite card, and it's gotta happen, right? Yeah, if we had found some removal along the way, maybe we had a shot, but the opponent really just had like the insanest of insane hands. All right, Dark Ted, bring it on with Kethis. Kethis, also a good one. Dude, I'm so excited for Brawl. I'm so glad we finally get to play it. And this is a terrible hand. Guardian Project is nice, but free mulligan, we shall take the free. Keep... we had Cloud Conceer at least for some card draw, some early game scryness. We do have one Once Upon a Time in our deck as well, which I'm in between with. It is good just playing it for 2 mana, but the odds of you having one in the opening hand when you only have 1 copy is so bad. But playing it for free is so good, it's worth at least having the shot. You know, it's like, so I don't know. And being able to dig in a singleton format is actually almost better than it would be in other formats, so it is good. We have no black mana, so to the bottom. We do have a possibility of hitting this Cavalier of Gales, though, and Dungeon Geist will be good for the Night of the Ebon Legion. Possibly. Oko, also good. Kethis. Let's Cloud Conceer. Oko will just immediately die on the next turn. Cloud Conceer at least forces them to pump the Night of the Ebon Legion, which can kind of take away a turn for them. especially with everything being a little bit cheaper with Kethis. I'd like to be able to Voracious Hydra to kill this Knight of the Even Legion as well on the next turn. So like that's something we can do. Dungeon Geist. The issue is we're not killing Kethis, and Kethis, if it stays out too many turns, is just really bad for us. A Wrinkle. Okay, kill the Knight. Wrinkle comes in, makes us discard and draw, which I don't know what we discard. Dungeon Geist is good against Wrinkle. Doesn't do anything. All right. Yeah, maybe Dungeon Geist now. Voracious Hydra doesn't kill anything. Oko doesn't do much. Yeah, let's just go Dungeon Geist. Dungeon Geist into Cavalier of Gales is pretty nice. And then hopefully we get Yarok. We get to dig pretty deep for a black source. Gilded Goose and Oko is also good play, which gives us black mana. Dying to Liliana is not great.
Right.
No blocks. Black source. If we play Cavalier of Gales, they probably, if they sack creatures and Liliana dies, so that is still the best play, I think. We did find black mana though, and I kind of want to use it. Is this the best play? Let's go for it. Risen Reef is nice. Great Henge is also really nice. Eyes and Eye and I guess Great Henge on top, and we'll keep it on top. And swing it Lily.
Ugh.
The
I
Lily
hope you
living
washed
Lily.
your hands first.
Garrett kills Cavalier of Gales,
These woods get awful dark.
which shuffles our stuff anyway. This Dungeon Geist, interesting. Very interesting.
Looks like you weren't fit to survive.
We don't actually get to kill Liliana here, which is so annoying.
A good mindless minion.
Okay, Great Henge. I'm going to get this out now because it's our best chance of actually being able to stay in the game overall. Risen Reef. All right, so we have untapped Black Source. We get Izoni if we wanted. We do get to kill Liliana. Is it only a tick one? One up? Okay, I thought it was two for some reason. Okay, kill Liliana.
How disappointing.
They can replay it with Kethis. How many legendaries do they have? So Oko turning Kethis into a 3/3 actually might be one of our best bets. Just to get rid of its ability to do much of anything. Giant Killer, okay. Okay. This is good. This is very good. I want to go for Yarok. I'm just not sure if we can take the time to do that.
Stay on the trail.
Make us discard. Draw a card. Yeah, just losing life is great for them. Okay, Swamp. We get to gain life here. So every creature that comes in with this guy will draw us a card, and no, it's non-token. Sorry, it's non-token. Okay, Nissa. This gives us a little bit more mana to play with.
Together, we
can tap and untap and get a Yarok, which can kill, what, Rankle? And then we're dead to all of the tokens. We could Yarok. We have a timeout, right? We can Gilded Goose untap, play Oko, and do what?
rise, my elemental friend.
All right, so Rankle comes in, Giant Killer comes in and taps down stuff. Let's go ahead and I mean, we just end up growing Yarok by doing that. We get to draw a couple more cards and actually grow Gilded Goose a little bit. Man, all these lands is actually really nice. Forest, I mean, especially because they're forest right now. Let me discard. I think we're dead on the next turn anyway. I'm just trying to think of what else we could do. I should have kept the forest. We already have swamps. I don't want to have to shock myself for that one. That was dumb. So they swing in. We can block two things. We're dead just on the swing in. Yeah, opponent's taking their time with it, which is fine.
Your life's about to end.
I guess the other thing we could have done is played Gilded Goose and tapped for
We couldn't have been allies.
more food, like actually gain life with the food. Yep, taps down Yarok, swings in for everything. Yep. Good game. Oh man, Kethis pretty good. I may have played that incorrectly. I could have turned Kethis into a 3/3 earlier, but it made everything else cheaper. But I'm not sure that we would have actually won by doing that. Maybe sacrificing Oko just so our life total stayed up could have been good or worthwhile. Let's go ahead and play one more game. All right, Zephon, bring it on, Zephon. Zephon. And Feather's going to be really, really annoying. We're going to keep this on the strength of Witching Well. That might be a bad idea. We get 2 Scries. Murderous Rider, yes. Yarok, I think, is too expensive. We need more lands. But we at least get to kill Feather the turn it comes out if they don't happen to have protection in the opening hand. Burning Prophet, okay. Okay, pass the turn. They're probably assuming we have counter or like either a counter spell or Murderous Rider. Some removal, what I mean to say. Do they have the lands for it though? We get to draw a card here as well. Let's go ahead and kill it. I know we're not saving up for the Feather, but they get a Scry, but they don't get to draw a card and get pumped and have a flyer, and they are missing a land drop. I was kind of hoping that would kind of be what the case was there. I kind of want Murderous Rider to die so we can use this Gary Broker. Hydrocrisis for 2 is okay. You can also draw cards. Let's go for Murderous Rider. Pass the turn. The other thing I'd like is Hydra Crisis is one of our few flyers, so it is good to have as an answer for Feather. Okay, they didn't find white mana, which they could just be stuck on that for a while. That could be a great way for us to actually win. Murder Strider going to our graveyard. Oh, it doesn't go to the graveyard, right? Forget about that. Do we go for Biogenic Ooze before Yarok? I guess not. Okay, we get Yarok on turn 5. That's always grand. So I'm actually hoping they tap out here so they don't have like a shock or something to kill the Biogenic Ooze. If it does die, we get Golgari Fine Broker to go grab it for us. We may wait on that until we have more things with the Yarok. I don't know. We can be greedy, I guess. Puts it on red. Okay. Ooh, Nissa. Nissa is so good as well. But we only have one forest. Biogenic Ooze. We actually create more power with Biogenic Ooze than we would with Nissa, so... swing in with Yarok. With Yark. Down to 20. Grow the Uzis. And I mean, that's a big board state regardless now. Feather not hitting their white mana is a really big deal. They probably should have put this on white just so it could tap for white. Which may be a misplay. Alright, they find white mana. They bring out Feather. They have one red mana. Give us removal. Not removal. But also not too bad either. So with Castle Garenbrig, we have 2, so this gets 4 or 6. Six. So Hydra Crisis X6. If they swing in aggressively here, the God Eternal Ronus is gonna dominate them. So that's kind of the dream here. Raging Redcap, okay. Swings in. No blocks. If we get this God Eternal Ronus, which we will. Can we play Nissa as well is the question. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play Overgrown Tomb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, and Great Henge. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nissa.
Seek shelter in my stewardship.
We could go for Great Henge, but I think we can play Great Henge actually after we play Ronus by untapping a land and playing Great Henge. For 2. We don't end up getting value, but yeah, Gardeter Ronus, man. I wish we would have been able to actually see how big that got, because the Hydra Crisis with Trample was going to get to a it would double their power, so it would get up to 12 and then to 24. So we had the win just with the Hydra Crisis. That was fun. I wish they would have let it actually happen through, but we would have done quite a bit of damage there. Yeah, that dude. Ronus and Yarok is one of my favorite ways to play as well. Oh, I don't have Spark Double in that deck. That's something that's wrong with it. So yeah, overall, I would love to hear what you guys think of the deck. I did forget Spark Double for some reason, which is great with Yarok. You absolutely have to have it. So yeah, Spark Double would come in for sure, probably with something else. I'm not going to change it now because I did build it how I like it. It may come in for like, I don't know, one of the more expensive spells. Like Izoni is meh. There is a lot of good things you can do with it, but we don't have enough creatures that maybe it's not as worthwhile, and I'd rather just have extra triggers of other stuff. So that's probably what you do, is you end up going down Izoni, dude, Izoni for Spark Double. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, though. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.